Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.
Hey, Dr. Christopher Segler here, and I'm at the airport in Iceland getting ready to fly back to San Francisco. I've been here at the International Foot and Ankle Foundation's Iceland Symposium speaking on running injuries at the medical conference here. And every time I come to one of these conferences, I try to think about something that I can bring home that's useful for you, for the runner who's struggled with injury, you're trying to prevent injuries, or you're trying to get over an injury and get back to running. And I'd love to tell you that the most useful thing said here was something in one of my lectures on running injuries, but it wasn't. It was actually from a guy, Dr. Dahir. He's known as the Achilles expert. And Achilles deformity is what we call it when you have a tight Achilles tendon. So it comes from the word equine, referring to horse, because a horse, of course, walks on its toes and has a tight Achilles tendon to keep the heel off the ground. And when you get a tight Achilles tendon, it puts you at increased risk of injury and actually inhibits your athletic performance. So if I were to tell you that, if you stretch your Achilles tendon regularly, it will help decrease your risk of injury, would you care? Probably not. But if I said, hey, look, if you stretch your Achilles tendon, you'll run faster, would you listen to that? Well, I bet you would. And that's what Dr. Dahir actually talked about in his lectures, that the equinus deformity is a very common thing. It's most runners, it seems, have a tight Achilles tendon, and it's not just about getting back to running, it's actually about running faster too. So you should be paying attention to this. And we're going to try to get Dr. Dahir on the Doc on the Run podcast and see if I can get him to really explain this at length. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But if you're a runner and you have a tight Achilles tendon, you should definitely follow him. You can follow him at Twitter at the Aquinas Expert. I'll put a link in there in the comments to this clip. So follow him and stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get him on the Doc on the Run podcast and get to show you really why you should pay more attention, not just from a preventative injury standpoint, but also from an athletic performance, and you will run faster if you stretch your Achilles. So we're going to talk about that. Thanks very much.
Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.